Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you some more Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay. Now today's gameplay is a Type 25 game, as you can see here, and I'm using it with the quick draw red dot. It's a class you've seen me use before, and it's very, very useful, but I just wanted to upload another gameplay just showing you how good it can be on a map like Raid, which is a nice mid-range map and really fits this weapon strength very, very well. But today's commentary is going to be about League play, because League play has only really come into effect in this Call of Duty, because you had a bit of game battles before that. You know, a fair few people used to play, but the fact that you can now do League play within Call of Duty has really encouraged a whole range of new people to go out there and try to play the game in a different, more competitive way for the first time. In previous years, you know, game battles was around, but not many people really went and played game battles in the grand scheme of things, because it was a little bit of a niche thing. It was only for ultra competitive players, or you know, players who wanted something a little bit different, and not a lot of people did it. But because now League play is available within Call of Duty, a lot more players are actually going in and giving League play a try, and I'd thoroughly recommend you guys try League play if you haven't done before, because it removes a lot of the problems from pub matches. And let's be brutally honest for a bit, pub matches in all Call of Duties are a little bit random, but especially in Black Ops 2 you get the massive problem with every man and his dog leaving, and you get people tack inserting in demolition and just spawn trapping, and you know, tack inserts are the most stupid attachment of all time. Why in a set spawn game would you enable someone to choose their spawn location? That is a huge advantage, and it is exploited to the maximum by scrubs, because you can just spawn trap like that. So there's no tack inserts in League play. They've removed, you know, some of the lower kill streaks, so like the hunter killer's gone, UAV's gone, you know, stuff like that. So they've limited some of the ridiculousness, and they've made it a bit of more of a level playing field, and just gone, and you can go in and you can charge around and try and get some wins. And I have to say, I've been playing a few more placement matches recently. Unfortunately for me, I didn't realise that a new league is about to start, so we spent all this time doing placement matches only to realise that in about a day's time they were pointless. So that was interesting, but I have to say, League play feels a lot different to how pub matches play, because in pub matches you get a lot of people just being scrubby McScrub and camping right in the back of the map with their target finder LMG and just trying to camp their way to their low star so they can get incredible amount of pleasure from going 15-1 in a ground war domination game. So you get a lot of people playing like that, but you don't get as many people playing like that in League play. You know, it's a lot more objective focused, and you get some really good battles. And the games I always enjoy more are the tight games. You know, pub stomping's fun, but at the end of the day, stomping noobs into the ground who barely know how to play Call of Duty can only remain fun for so long, because let's be honest, anyone can kill players who don't know where they're going and can barely hold a controller properly. When you get a game where you're up against a team that know what they're doing and you come out victorious, it gives you so much more accomplishment and, you know, so much more pleasure in playing that way and achieving that. Because, you know, I've always been a fan of difficult games. Not because I enjoy, you know, just banging my head against a wall endlessly, but when you actually go out and beat them, you sit back and you go, yeah, I actually beat that game. That was a challenge and I overcame it. In pub matches, when you're up against these complete scrubs and you just whack them and you win 200 points to 40 in a domination game, yeah, it's fun going, you know, getting a high score or whatever, but the challenge isn't there, and the overall level of enjoyment drops off pretty quickly. And you know, I had a mate who was telling me this. You know, he was saying, "No, I don't like pub stomping anymore." And I was like, what is he on about? But as I play Call of Duty more and more, and Black Ops more and more, I begin to agree with him, because the pub mentality is really taken over in Call of Duty now, especially in public matches, hence the pub mentality. You get these players go in with an opportunity and an aim to go for these astronomical scores, and if they don't get it, as I get fantastically tomahawks from quite a long way away, they're good shots, sir, but if they don't get these scores, they immediately leave. And this is a real problem, because you see this happen so often. And I did a rage video, well, it wasn't really a rage video, I did a polite message to David Wonderhar video telling him to start punishing these people, because time after time after time you see games where one team gets off to a good start, and then about 3 minutes in, the game ends because everyone in the the enemy team's left. Now, fortunately, this was one of the few games in the public match where I think it stayed 6v6 pretty much to the final whistle. And you can see, we've got twice as many points as they do in the domination. It's a fairly comfortable winning margin, but fair play to these guys. They actually stuck it out, stayed in, and made it a game, and made it an enjoyable game at that. And in league play, you really don't get that too many people leave. You know, in the placement matches, you do. We played, I think, 5 placement matches and 3 sets of teams left. But once you've actually got through into the league system, and you know, it's a lot more focused on the victory, and there's a real emphasis on, no, we're not going to leave this game, we're going to try and turn this around. You get some epic games and some epic comebacks, and they're very, very enjoyable. So I've started to come over to more of a balance between, you know, league and pub play. Pub play's still fun, I still enjoy playing it, but I think I'm going to begin to transition to a bit more league play now, because until Black Ops 2 sorts out these little problems in the game, you know, the people leaving or whatever, and just attacking certs, which should not be allowed ever in any game ever, don't have them in, they are a bad idea. If they get rid of them, pub play will be fantastic, because I think the weapon balancing, the maps, the game modes, how the COD feels, I think it's right up there with all of the best Call of Duties in the past. The one thing that lets Black Ops 2 down is the people who play it. You get all of these people, like I mentioned, trying to do 360 no-scopes, and you join a team and 6 of them are trying to do 360 no-scopes for their 3-minute-long montage, which took them 7 years to make, and then they'll try that for 20 minutes, and as soon as that fails, they all leave, and all of a sudden, you're 1 against 6, and League Play cuts a huge amount of that out. And obviously, you're still going to get people who play like that in League Play, but the great thing about it is it's a massive refreshing change from how most pub matches play out. Because most pub matches play out, it's just Slayer battles, and no one cares about the objective at all. And you get people who sit in the lobby. I mean, I played a couple of days back, and a guy was sitting on the enemy team, and he'd lost a domination game by about 75 points, and he went, yes, I went 23-5. It's like, mate, you just got destroyed. You had no caps, 1 defend, and you're celebrating doing that. And League Play isn't like that at all. You get people properly focused on the objective, and it makes the game a lot more enjoyable to play. But public matches still have a place as well. As you can see here, this is a pretty solid public match game. I think I end up getting 40 kills, getting over 6,000 points in a relatively quick game, so it's a decent one to watch in the background. But I have to say to you guys, if you haven't played any League Play before, I thoroughly go and recommend it. It's really easy to get into. It doesn't matter if you get battered or whatever. It's just a nice change of pace, playing Call of Duty how it's supposed to be played, for the win and not for your kill streaks. So if you haven't had the opportunity to get into League Play yet, I fully recommend it. The new season has just started, so you haven't missed out anything. You can go in and have plenty of games and go and have a bit of fun. But before I wind the commentary down, there's just one quick thing I wanted to mention. Tomorrow I'm going to be uploading a video about Assassin's Creed. It's going to be a little bit of a series analysis and talking a little bit about Black Flag, because I've been a fan of Assassin's Creed since the start. I've played all the PS3 games. I've kept up with the PSP games and all the spin-offs they've done as well. So I've just done a little bit of a video, I think it's about 20 minutes long actually, talking about the game and how it's developed and what I think about it. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. So if you are a fan of Assassin's Creed, I just wanted to give you a heads up for tomorrow, because I did record that a little bit late today to get it up in time, because it's going to take a lot of time to render out and upload. But that will be up for you guys tomorrow if you're interested in checking that out. But guys, the gameplay's finally winding down here. It is a pretty solid gameplay. I got over 6,000 points, end up top in the game, and unusually the entire enemy team stayed in. Thank you, enemy team. Thank you for staying in and not rage quitting just because you died a point off your UAV. So once again, just to remind you guys, if you are interested in Assassin's Creed, I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow, and I'm going to be really, really interested to see what you guys think about it. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, have a great day.